Hey there, Mark Wright here, Rapid Time Networks. I'm joined by Mike Kelly.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us today. What on earth is it that you do, Mike?
I do custom engraving in stone.
You brought your business card.
That's right. This is my business card. I carve right into the stone, last you thousands of years.
I love your guarantee.
Oh, my guarantee, if I put something into granite, I guarantee it for 10,000 years. If you can't read it in 9,000 years, bring it back and I'll replace it free of charge. No questions asked.
Perfect. So, how did you come to start a business carving stuff in stone?
Well, it actually started, about 25 years ago as a hobby. My wife and I were visiting relatives, her relatives in Sweden, and I met a Swedish artist who worked with stone and wood.
Yeah.
And he got me interested in this, and I stayed with him for a while, and he taught me the few tricks of the trade. I came back here, worked as a hobby, and then I went into glass and learned how to carve glass with the same idea, same sandblasting thing. I went back to Sweden a few years later and taught him how to work with glass.
It's just an excuse to go back to Sweden and travel internationally, isn't it?
Really,
That's
right.
Let's face it,
international artist. But that's been a hobby for a number of years. And about 4 years ago, I decided, what the heck? Start a business doing something I love to do. Love getting up in the morning, getting to work. Everything is unique.
And you call your business Imagine It in Stone, because you really can put anything you can possibly imagine, almost anything. You can put it in stone, in glass, in wood.
That's correct. Whatever my client can imagine, I will very hard attempt to get that in there and succeed and make them happy.
So let's talk about some examples. I mean, this is obviously something for outside of somebody's home, a house marker, house numbers, those kinds of things. I know one of your particular favorites, memorial stones.
Well, the pet memorial stones. For people who have lost a pet, I find it very gratifying for myself to be able to do a pet stone for them. When somebody loses a pet, they have such an empty feeling inside. And when I have that chance to hand them this stone and they see it for the first time, and they take it, and their whole face will sort of close up. I like to watch their face. Close up, okay, did he do a good job? Did he spell it right? But then in a few seconds, their face will soften up, and they'll get that little smile on their face as they look at the stone, and sometimes even a tear. And at that point, I know that they're not feeling the emptiness. They're remembering the good times they shared with their pet.
Perfect.
And I tell you, that
very gratifying.
It's wonderful.
I could absolutely see it. So you'll actually take a picture of the pet and put,
as closely as I can.
Yeah.
And yes, I take a picture, superimpose it on a picture of the stone. I email it to the people. They say, "Oh, that's great," or "Can we change this?" We go back and forth until we get it exactly the way they want it.
And you even put a little space in the back for some ashes and.
Yes, I can do that if that's what they want. I put ashes in a capsule and actually cement it right into the stone. Then when it's out in the garden, that's wonderful. If they ever move, they can take the stone and the ashes with them.
Perfect. And of course, you do all sorts of great stuff in glass. I know you've got some great examples. If folks want to come out to North Surrey here, you're a regular. You're one of our business development hosts doing a fantastic job. They can connect with you and see some of the stuff that you do.
Oh yeah, I generally haul around some samples because I get a little bit pushy that way. I'm not a great business person. I really know my craft.
But you know what? When we see what you do, it's so easy for us to sort of recognize that. So, in terms of for the network, what's in it for us to spread the word about these great products?
Okay, if you can guide somebody my way, I'm putting 10% towards anything over a $500 job that I can do.
Right.
And that's about it.
That's a great offer.
Well, I hope so. I can't afford much more because I like to keep my costs down because I like the idea of people being able to afford my product.
That's fantastic. So come on down, get the lead submitted through to Mike Kelly. Imagine It in Stone. Come on out to North Surrey, meet the great man in person. Thank you so much for coming down.
Thank you. Bye.